Hey there, and welcome to Tiny Glade. Now this is a game that I've been very excitedly waiting for, and the demo version was released maybe 3 weeks ago on Steam. Really should have made a video about this sooner. And I apologize that it hasn't happened. But now, here we are. I am recording this in real time, so you might hear some mouse sounds as well, and I've recently gotten a new keyboard. So those sounds will be in the video too. I have a little drink with me. Oh, I thought it would be fizzier and it would be picked up by the microphone, but that's fine. Don't worry though. It's not alcoholic. I won't be slurring and messing up things by the end of the video. What you can see now is what we built in the Hungarian version. The developers have left us a little message here. Welcome. Thanks for trying our demo. Tiny Glade is a relaxing game where you doodle whimsical castles, cozy cottages and romantic ruins. There is no management, combat or goals. Just kick back and turn forgotten meadows into lovable dioramas. In Tiny Glade, building elements interact with each other. For example, try drawing a path through a wall. See what else you can discover. We hope you have fun. Thank you very much, dear developers. I know we will. Let us start a new meadow. As you can see, there are a couple of options, but only the basic summer landscape is available in the demo version. I must say though that these other scenes are also incredibly beautiful. I especially like this flowery one, although I'm not sure if I could choose a favorite if I had to. As you can see, the game generated a little something for us. We are in this beautiful meadow with some sheep grazing around, which you can pet, and you get a little heart out of it. And even their eyes get happy. We have some very atmospheric bunches of butterflies flying around. And of course we have this little tower here, which we can upgrade or start anew. I say let's build something out from this. Let's build a nice castle. I quite like how you can have towers starting not from the ground but protruding from another building. This is not something I discovered in the previous video. Alright, let me make sure that the time is passing. Time of day speed is 1, so it's supposed to be going. Oh, Nah, it probably is. Great. So let us build something out from this. We have choices for walls, a tower, sorry, and then rectangular houses and walls, which we can basically just draw. So let me do exactly that. Let's sketch an outline for this castle of ours. That will do it for now. We're going to add, now see the texture of the tower and the wall is not matching, so we can use this paint tool to change it to a more fitting complexion, I suppose we could say. I think this looks good. We're going to add a gatehouse here, so that people who come to visit this castle can enter checked and controlled in a normal manner. No one's rushing. Everyone knows who's coming to the castle, what business they have. Well, it's a castle after all. Now, as you can see, the game very generously added some plants around this area, but we'd like a gate right there. We could also make the house a bit, oh, my bad, there, a bit taller. It's a gatehouse after all. It doesn't need to be as wide or as deep. The roof can stay as is, I think that's fine. Now, to enter the gate, of course we can not place a door as is. Maybe later on we will be able to, if you can see this icon. But what we can do is draw a path through a wall, like the tutorial suggested we do. And that will beautifully spawn a little gate for us right there. Now, otherwise the path would lead this way, as you can see. Why? Well, that's very simple to explain. Because here we have some elevated ground. Let me... maybe there, yes. And also here. And there. So it's a bit of a rocky path. It's not the easiest thing getting to this castle, but I assure you it's very much worth it. There we go. Nice, we can even go outside the demo area a little bit. Now can we raise this a little bit further? I would like to. Yes, very nice. Maybe this one too. But we still like to leave the path unchecked, just going through these rocks. That's perfect. It's quite an adventure getting to this castle, but once you're there, you get a lovely sense of success and accomplishment. Let me have a drink for some more inspiration. That is nice. The sun is setting, so let's add a couple of lights. So the people who live in this castle obviously would like to see very clearly who's coming to visit them. So we have some lights there, and also, of course, a big window. 3 panes, as you can see, up there. for the people coming to the castle, there are also some lights available to guide them along the path. Let us... Oh, this always is a challenge for me, to rotate these lampposts. That's what I would like to do, yes. So that they face the road, nice and accurately. There we go. It's dusk, I believe. So the lights should be, as you can see, coming on. There we go. A magical hand has lit the torches, or the lamps, lanterns in this sense. Not these two. I wonder why. Maybe we placed them a little bit... Oh, never you mind. They are now lit. Now, one more thing we can add is a little tower just on this rock outcropping. It's going to be very small. And the idea is just to... It's like a little control post. So that if people are expecting an important guest, maybe someone can sit here and signal to the people of the castle before the important guests arrive at their gates. As you can see, it's well equipped with all sorts of tools here. Now, what is in the castle itself, I wonder? It shouldn't be just empty stuff. So let's add some buildings in here. I like this right there. Obviously we can't make it too detailed just yet in this demo version, but that is fine. Let's just make sure that it looks nice and aesthetic in general. I think that's quite nice. Maybe this is going to be like a meeting hall. If those important guests do arrive, or when they do arrive. Oh, I like this type of roof shape. So when they do arrive, this is where the audition is held. So we definitely need another gate, a large door on this one. Oh, we've even gotten cute little flower pots. I love that. And we need some windows here so that the inside space is well illuminated. We're also getting some flower boxes up there in the windows, just the way I like it. Excellent. Let's add some more lights too. Oh, look at that red glow. Interesting. Okay, we're back. I had to do a little cut here because my microphone was not cooperating. But that is fine. We talked out our differences like adults. An adult man and an adult microphone. That meeting hall, I think, is perfect that way. Let's see, we can add a tower adjacent to it as well, maybe even a little bit overlapping the wall. Let us see if we can do that. Yes. Don't worry, on the inside of the building, this makes perfect sense. And we don't have to think about that right now. I would just like to reduce the diameter of this a little bit. Just like that. Perfect. So that these beautiful windows are not obstructed. Very nice, and let's add some decoration here, or at least detailing. That is great. Maybe it can also have a little door, little back door. Maybe we need the larger path for this. Maybe not. But that's fine. This door is large enough. What it can have then instead is some plant decoration. And I absolutely love the way this game handles plants. It's so lush, so full of life. It's amazing. And you can see it's, I think when the path and the plant brushes meet, you get this little flower bed delimited by stones. It's wonderful. I'm going to put it here as well. Very nice. And we're going to add another building, I believe. Yes. Let it be maybe here. As much as we can put it to the side. Well, we can always, of course, change it later. There, on the side, like that. Can we add some windows on the back of this? Absolutely. This is going to be a very detailed build. I hope you like it. I'm loving it. Oh, and as you can see, adding these decorations also adds other stuff around the building. For instance, this pile of wooden logs there, or firewood rather. So let's put that window on the corner, and maybe one here. It's almost like a door at that point, but that's fine. Now what we can also do, I hope, I would like to... Oh yes, that is perfect. These arcade looking... There we go. These arcade looking arches are... I like them. Maybe there's like some shops in here, or an inn. Either way, it's quite... I think it adds very good detail to the entirety of the building. Now that is beautiful. We can maybe add another very small building there. Oh, of course. Now you see, if this is an inn, we need to have some rooms upstairs there. And those rooms definitely need windows. That is wonderful. I think the gatehouse can also have a window here. And maybe also this tower. It's an outlook of sorts after all. Okay. Do you think we can add a tiny little storage building over here? Let's try. Let's add it to another place and then drag it over. There. Reduce the size because it will need to be quite small. Oh, that looks even better, I think. It doesn't need to be this kind of bastion top. I'm sorry, I do not know what the official word for that is. But it will also add nice detail if it is like that. And yeah, in general we can say this is like a storage building. Maybe it can be a little bit taller, like that. Because it is a storage building, it won't need a lot of detail, but maybe it will need... No, we don't want to invade the space of the plants. There. We would like to add a door. That is perfect. Goodness, who knew so many things can be done in such a tiny place? And we still have some space here, but I would like to keep that for plants, maybe. Or you know what? No. This space will be for plants. Oh, I wish it was that easy to plant them in real life. I would be doing nothing else, just planting more and more all day. Redecorating the entire world. Wonderful. And in here we can add another building so that our castle is... I think it's nice when it's quite packed. Towers and roofs very close together. So let's add another building here. Like that. Rotate it a little bit. This is going to be maybe like a residential building. So it's going to be quite tall. Maybe like that. There's going to be people living in it on every floor. So let's add quite a lot of windows so that everyone has a nice view outside. And of course, a lot of light in their rooms. That is so important. I do actually know from an ASMR video that light is so important for, well, for us in many ways. It acts like a very strong stimulant for our body, allowing us to feel more awake, perform our daily tasks, and also to keep the rhythm, our circadian rhythm. Without light we are almost like zombies, you could say. I don't know the science behind it, but I have felt the effects, so I will believe that. That almost looks like a funny face. Now, because this is still not enough for me, I know, I am so greedy, we are going to add a tower next to this building, coming out from the building, in fact. So we're going to add that here. Oh, look at those interesting leg columns. I would like to make sure that it's almost inside the building. Diameter can be reduced somewhat. Yes. Can we move the whole thing down a little bit? That is perfect. A little bit to the side. They even touches the other building, the inn. But maybe that's not such a big problem. And let us add some windows on this one as well. That could be a church too. Maybe a little bit packed and crowded church. But you know, the people living here are also very tiny, so I don't think they'll have a problem. And of course, let's fill the rest of the space up that we still can with some plants here. That's about all the space we had. Let's finish up. Let's connect this wall to the building. Yes. So that the whole thing is nice and protected. My friends, I think we accomplished something beautiful here today. I will drink to that. And as you can see, the sun is coming up right now, illuminating this beautiful tiny glade. We can say we are travelers coming from the forest, and we have just spotted our destination, and of course some sheep grazing around it. And we can follow this winding rocky path, be greeted by this wonderful cute castle. Now what we must do, of course, is take a good picture of this. So let's enter photo mode and do just that. This tilt shift effect makes it seem like it's indeed very tiny. Let us ask the sun to give us a bit of a different illumination so that the light hits the walls just perfectly, so that they have a bit more contrast, a bit more detail and interest to them. Let's increase the focal, I suppose, the size of the focus here. Let's make sure everything is in the picture. Now that is nice. We can, I believe, yes, this is the blur effect. Field of view. Oh, I see they added a new camera mode. That's very interesting. Let us take a picture. Oops, my bad. Let us take a picture like this. Maybe for the thumbnail. And then check out, what is this running camera? Oh, indeed. It is like we are travelers coming from a long path. Yes, this was not supposed to be seen. Oh, but I like this view. This is wonderful. We can't cross this wall. We can only cross the door. That is fine. Oh, can't climb the walls. They're too safe and protective. But we can walk around on the outside, even though this is the demo area where we could not build anymore. And I must say, it looks very nice from all angles. It's a shame we can't walk too far into the forest, but even this is amazing. Look at that, it's like a whole new game. You know, I never said anything about walking too far in the forest. You can actually walk quite a distance. I can't wait for the full release. It's going to be such a meditative experience to play around with. Hey there, friend. Now, I think that is perfect. And with that I will say goodbye now. This is a bit of a shorter video, but I just wanted to share the experience of exploring this game together. The next video will be about another lovely game around building and atmospheric relaxation, which is called Summer House. If you're interested in that one or this one, just leave a like, subscribe to the channel, and let me know what you think about the video in a comment. I wish you a beautiful day or night, whatever it is where you are. If you are falling asleep, I hope you dream with cutesy castles. Take care and goodbye.